At least, at least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
She'd still have wanted to know, just the same as you did. I don't think anyone's got the right to keep the truth from anyone.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Okay, and where do you think we're going to find a primal? Could we just go in guns blazing? Is that something we could do?
No, we need a plan. You may be a capable sort, but so are my friends. I ain't making that mistake twice.
Okay,
Never
you're keeping
had
a
the
cool
pleasure
head.
of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Well, we've got 2 reasons to go to Scylla now. Pavati, right. We got a little distracted with Nyoka's thing. But let's talk about you and your date.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over.
Well,
Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
Well, there's no rush, is there? Look, break time's over. It's date time. Okay, it's Groundbreaker time.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
That we have. Time to give Pavati the news, if you didn't just announce it over the comms. Pavati, you got your dress ready? Everything ready to go?
All right. She's on her way.
Oh, good.
How do I look?
You fine. You look great. You smell great. You smell like a new ship.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Oh, of course. She won't want me in the way when she's on a date. Maybe I should just go check in, though. What do you think? Upstairs or downstairs? Upstairs where dinner will be served. Oh, yeah, they're over here. I don't want to just walk in like I'm chaperoning. They're adults, they deserve their own privacy, but just have a look. It's everyone. Oh, that's Pavati's room. Attaboy, Felix.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. It was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Aw. Right. Just gonna leave him be. It's not my place to interfere in their day, you know. We've helped her get ready, but now it's all onto her. Do I check my terminal? Leave the ship. Nobody else is leaving the ship. Like, fine. Go for a walk. I need to go see Lilia anyway. I guess it's going to be Nyoka and Ellie. Pavati, she's on a date. Well, I guess Junlei's getting a well-deserved break, and she's still technically on the Groundbreaker, but she's on the Unreliable, so I suppose it's as close as she gets to getting out. Right, Lilia. How are we going to break the news to her that we did not kill... Well, I'm saying it like I got to think about it, but it's going to be pretty easy. We didn't kill the person she wanted us to kill in her psychotic... Well, not psychotic, deluded. Her deluded... manner.
CNP near maple syrup.
It's a nice blue on Yunioka, I must say. Hey there. Lilia.
Is it done?
I spoke to Chartrand. I'm not gonna kill her.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here?
Lilia, I gotta try helping her understand. Chartrand's research is our best shot at surviving in Halcyon. It's not about destroying humanity. It's not about extraterrestrial aliens, you know, or anything like that, or alien salvage. Nothing's to be gained here. Killing that woman's just gonna result in a dead person.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
I like her, Captain. Let's go before we have to paint this office with her blood.
I think I'll start taking Ellie's advice. I do want to see what's in here. And now that we don't work for her, I kind of just want to open up. Alright, you two. See if we can do it quietly.
Nice and easy.
It's ambitious, but just get ready for a fight. And we're in. That was... Are you guys coming in, or what? It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And I'm glad it didn't start a fight, because there's nothing in here. Well, that's another job done. Gave her the news, she deserved to know that we didn't do it, and we can rest easy knowing either Chartrand is safe, and hopefully we can sort the problems out before we've got to start genetically modifying ourselves. Perks. Skills, rather. We're just going to put them straight into Persuade again. Let's get it straight up to 150 if we can. And let's go... No, I've got no idea that terminal. Let's go check in on the Unreliable then, see if that date's done with. I hope it went well, for Pavati's sake. I hope we're not going to go back and find out it all went terribly and Junlei never wants to speak to her again or something like that. We've done a lot. We've done a lot of traipsing around. I just hope it's got a happy ending. Oh, Pavati, it's over then, is it? You look lovely, by the way, in that dress. Here. Hello.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
I noticed. Did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited.
Yeah?
So she got here, and after a few minutes, she said, "Hey, do you have some new parts?" And I was like, "Nah, I used a new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard.
Aw.
Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
So... So you laid out the meal, brought June in and started the music. You know, I kind of thought you were going to do it in the engine room. I'm not going to lie. No, not the engine room, the cargo bay. But I suppose the cargo bay, it's not got any engine parts in it. I don't know why I thought you would do it in the engine room. You're both engineers. You probably want to get out of the engine room. So, but you laid out the meal, you brought her in, you started the music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, Is that dustbat casserole? I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarchist? Monarch person.
Monarchian? I think monarchists are probably what they would be called if the iconoclasts with Graham took over. So the meal... The meal went well then, and dessert too?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
Oh? That's unusually forward for you.
One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know?
Exactly, that's great.
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Aw. It's like, I'm not gonna jump on her for writing a speech. Some people need to, like, you know, articulate their thoughts beforehand, but what happened next?
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
Oh, awesome. That's very sweet. Oh, I'd not got the perception enough to ask her about her disinterest in physical affection, but that is very sweet. Congratulations. It's not really any of my business, kind of what they do from here now that they're together.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Oh, be my guest. Go ahead. That went very... I'm really happy for Parvati. I really like Parvati. She deserves a nice bit of happiness like that. She's gained the Enchanted Evening perk. I got a picture of Junlei and Parvati. Is that in my room? No? Or is it in Junlei's room? Junlei's? Parvati's room. I'm gonna have a nosy. Picture of her father. I don't know. Maybe it's not been put up yet. I've only just got it after all. Right. The perk. Parvati. She got a new trait. Enchanted Evening. Food and drink effect duration. Oh, excellent. Right. And what's going on here?
Maximilian. Vicar. Vicky.
What?
Shoot, I forgot. It'll come to me.
Oh, Ellie, try not to pester him too much. Right, we're finished on Groundbreaker. We've got a happily ever after here. We won't be working with Sublight anymore. For obvious reasons. On account of Lydia being a bit of a nut job. Thought she was just a bit paranoid, but no, she's straight up a nut job. Ada, nice to see you. Now, we're finished on Terra 2 for now. We need to go to Scylla. And maybe Phineas's lab at some point. Fallbrook, that was it. We need to go to Fallbrook too. I kind of want to go to Fallbrook first. We can land straight at the pad. It shouldn't be too difficult. Monarch, Scylla, back to Terra.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Thank you, Ada. Get my fix. There we go. Now, we'll take Nyoka. It's her home turf. And we do need to take Ellie. I don't know why I unselected her. So, regional office. I can't say I saw an office for life insurance last time we were here, but I must say I wasn't looking out for one. And more Sublight. Is this it? Doesn't look very officey.
You seen Arthur today?
That's not it. Don't mind me. Oh, don't tell me it's
This looks
sublight.
like the place. You ready to get my money or what?
If I realised it was going to be in the sublight place, I'd probably come here first before they hated me. Hey, insurance agent.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
That kind of covers me, I think. I think all those three things, you know, negligence, criminal activity, and dullness of mind, probably that's me. Duly noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Oh, I see what you did there. So, I'm actually here to change the beneficiary of Marilyn Fellhill's insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
That's the one.
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
I mean, you do go by Ellie.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
But you tried your best not to pay out on it then. What else can you tell me? I am curious.
Are you serious?
I'm curious.
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Oh, Ellie.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
Oh, well. Good for you. So, back on topic, how would I amend the claim?
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
It'd be unethical as well. But how would I change it? Between you and me, how would we change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies.
Okay.
And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice.
Okay.
But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Look. Do I want to get this woman involved in it? I'll forget it.
That's for the best.
Yes, it is, isn't
What
it?
can I do for you?
No, nothing. I'm wondering why your office is on Monarch, though, and not on Byzantium.
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Oh. Why? How does that work?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch. But financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can, what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
Uh-huh, of course. You're dodging the authorities.
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well, and they sure drive business our direction.
Are we getting people killed? That's all for now. I don't really want to involve this woman if we can help it. Hello, don't mind me. Is this the back office? That's a closet, it seems. Doop-a-boop.
I can take a hint.
Yep. Just ignore how silly they are for just letting us walk up here.
You gotta teach me that.
I will. Oh.
Watch it.
What do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
This worker is entirely lawful.
That's it. Come on. Come on. we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see. View recent records. Ahmed Burt Whistle. I've entered into a gentleman's wager, which several chaps at Billingsley's, regarding the nature and composition of Space's Choice product, tarmac and cheese. I was quite certain the product did contain actual tarmac, and my companions wagered that it surely did not. Lo and behold, investigation into the matter revealed that I had been the victim of a gross misunderstanding. Yet, how was I to know that the manner of fare common factory workers eat? And how could Space's Choice be so irresponsible as to advertise that its product contains tarmac when it clearly does not? The damage to my reputation has been most grievous. I find myself unable to return to my previous haunts for fear of the stares and the chuckles that will follow. My honour as a gentleman has been called into question, as has the nature of my relationship with livestock. Resolution denied. Improper form work. Claimant forgot to say the magic word. Pleases get you everywhere. Fanny Cartwright. Loss of one finger. I've been an assistant saw operator with CMP for 5 years. Most of the blade guards broke last year and management never replaced them. I lost my left ring finger last week as a result. Resolution denied. Negligible damage. Claimant is right-handed, so the magnitude of this loss is minimal. Update claim. Loss of 3 fingers. The saw I was working came loosed yesterday in a cant of CMP skipping routine maintenance checks. The accident took 2 fingers from my right hand and another from my left. Resolution denied. Self-disqualification. Claimant was missing a finger from a previous incident and should not have been operating sharp machinery. Updated claim. Loss of 4 fingers. Oh my word. The last shift left several crates. Something unworthy. Felt no ked me. That's the last 4 from my right 2 finger. Denied. Claim unintelligible. Oh, I'm not done. Filed on behalf of CMP. Claim loss of 1 worker. Assistant saw operator F. Cartwright lost several digits due to carelessness and negligence. She failed to heed prominently posted warnings about the state of our safety equipment, and her resultant injuries have decreased our factory's productivity and led to multiple stress headaches for management as we struggle to reshuffle worker schedules around 16J. Those bastards. Well, they wouldn't have these bloody headaches if they fixed the health and safety rails and the like. Policy details, Marilyn Fenhill. Cause of death. Cervical fracture, fashion-related incident, staircases. Monthly payout, 25,000 bits a month. The beneficiaries are Theodore Fenhill and Lionel Witherspoon. Lionel Witherspoon? Was that her father? Okay. I just assumed they shared a surname. Change the beneficiary to Ellie. We'll call you Ellie Fenhill, shall we? All future payouts will be routed to Ellie Fenhill.
Can we talk?
Now, let's do it out here. Yep, beep beep to you too. Come on, Ellie. Let's just get away from all of this and into the open where it's less claustrophobic. Room for rent. Ellie!
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
I know, and technically you earned it. How does it feel?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
So, well, I'm glad you got what you wanted. Did you get what you wanted? But what did they do before?
Maybe as line holders or warm bodies?
Though, are they real jobs?
Oh, sure. You've got to wait in line for just about anything in Byzantium.
Oh!
And not everyone has the time or inclination to do it themselves.
I see. I'm with you.
As for warm bodies, some companies like to keep extra workers on site to look more productive.
Workers just doing nothing, and they do just nothing.
Oh no, There's lots of paper shuffling and pen clicking that goes on. The really good ones know how to leave sticky notes in just the right places. See, this is why I had to get out of Byzantium. Not sure what comes next for me, though. I've never been much of a planner.
Well, sometimes it is better to figure things out as you go.
If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Oh, thank you. You didn't need to do that. I didn't do it for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
You're part of the crew. Ellie, we're crewmates. We look out for each other.
I always thought it meant we get used to the smell of each other's dirty socks. But you really do see a rosier version of things, huh?
Well, why not? You know, I'm a doer, not a talker. Friendship's important. What else are we fighting for if not the people we care about? Well, yeah. But we're better off when we're part of a team, you know? Like, if you wanted to go your separate way, that's fine, but, you know, we're better together.
Well, I've got a few years of experience that would suggest differently.
Oh.
Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours.
See, exactly.
So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
That's the spirit. Wouldn't want to be indebted to me, huh?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
Yeah, that's enough touchy-feelies. Well, that's that. I know we brought Nyoka. We didn't really need to bring Nyoka. We never left Fallbrook, but on to Scylla. Should we try talking to Ellie again?
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Oh, you've had that conversation before. Oh,
Better if
sugar.
it had worked.
Didn't mean to take a fix there. Right, I don't seem to have the photo of Junlei and Parvati, so it must be... Hi, guys. It must be Parvati's. Ellie, do you want to talk?
Something on your mind?
Just curious. No, let's go. Let's just never mind. I didn't know if she wanted to talk about anything else now that we've finished that job. Right. Hi, little fella. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a picture of them on their date. Oh, Parvati looks lovely. The photo was a gift from Junlei to commemorate her first date with Parvati. An inscription on the back reads, "To my wild flower, thank you for an enchanting evening. Looking forward to many more." Oh, bless him. Right, that's that. And... Hey, Nyoka. How are you feeling?
Hey, Cap.
Hey, Nyoke. No, you don't want to talk about anything else? Okay, let's just get going then. Scylla it is. All the way down. Hey, Ada. We've never been to Scylla before. No, we have been to Scylla. Yeah, we went to Scylla. This is where the terraforming just went horribly wrong and was abandoned.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Where are we going to find a hermit? I know it's a hermit, so obviously...
Hey, boss. I want to talk to you.
Give me a sec, Felix. I'm monologuing. I know there's a hermit here that we need to look for, but... I know it makes sense because they're a hermit, but I saw no sign of them when I was there last. Okay, Felix. Sorry about that. What do you need, buddy?
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see?
Yep.
Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then, one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
Well, what does the message say? And where are you going with this, Felix?
Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
Okay. You don't sound very sure about this, though.
The guy just vanished without a trace one day. No goodbyes, no explanations. Been gnawing at me ever since, you know?
I know, okay. I can see why you're worried, then. I mean, at the very least, we can go and get answers about that. We don't have to help him. We can just show up and see what's what.
Clyde was my first friend, but he was also my mentor. Taught me how to think, how to question, how to disobey. I figured the board got him in the end. Some guys with black uniforms snatching him off the street in the middle of the night or something.
In the nicest way, Felix. I probably don't think he's that much trouble. Well, it's clearly it's important to you, so we'll go.
Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock.
Oh, you got...
I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Right, well... Thank you, then. Thank me later, I mean. We've got another thing to do here now, but it sounds like we're not in the right vicinity for Felix's job, so... Nyoka and Vicar Max. We need to get Primal Musk, and we need to find this hermit. So, where is which? The Empty Man. Well, that's the building we couldn't get into last time we were here, and Nyoka, you're Musk. Where are we gonna find Musk? I imagine we just need to kill primals until we get some Musk. Which should be easy enough. The old hunting rifle out. It is eerily beautiful here, I must say. You can get a perfect view of the sky, save for the exhaust coming out this abandoned terraformer. It's a lot of expensive equipment just to up and leave. You see the asteroids just floating there, the Milky Way it looks like. The outlaws. Not quite marauders, but...
Going silent.
Yeah. I blew that woman up. Oh, snap!
Mess with us.
This gun. I don't know what sort of rounds I'm putting into it, but they take off every limb. On impact, everything just kind of explodes off. The velocity is that high. Right, primals. There were some... Okay. Can you smell that one from here, Nyoka? I can smell that one from here. Right. Get ready. Is anywhere maim it? Okay. Careful. Excellent work. Primal hides. And this big boy. The brain and a pheromone gland. Is that enough? Or do you think we need more? I reckon we're going to need more. Before we go looking for the hermit, let's go deal with all these primals. What? Ah, okay. I thought they were mantis swarms for a moment. Okay. Yep. Right, it's gone aground. Oh, there it is. Oh, careful. Oh, it's gone. You know what? Have one of these. I don't know what it hit you with, but you guys are reeking stunning purple. Got the gland. There's a cave. Now, on a scale of 1 to terrible ideas, where do you think going into a cave that looks like a primal den falls? I would say it's right up there on the scale of terrible ideas. There's a sprat. Oh, that's right. On this planet, there's another automechanical in a cave not dissimilar to this, with a bunch of sprats. Hello?
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all.
How long have you been down here? I mean, this place is abandoned. I think you can stop.
Negative. The presence or absence of human operators does not impact this unit's assigned directive. This unit achieves perfection by fulfilling its directive.
You know, it's a crying shame that automechanicals can't get drunk or laid. This thing needs both.
I think it just needs...
Dedication is a virtue. Let's leave the automech to it.
It's
This
just
unit
programmed
has
to do
now
its...
exhausted its available library of opinions about excavation.
Okay, what are you excavating, though?
This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable.
So you are a prospector.
Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks. Always.
Oh, yep, welcome. We'll just leave him to it. I mean, if he's happy doing his thing, he's just an automechanical, he's doing what he's programmed to do. You might as well leave him to it.